Yo, what is poppin', YouTube? We back with another video today. It's a beautiful, beautiful day over here. Just got off of work and want to bring you guys up to speed on something. So right now I'm trying to do this center console swap on my truck. You see these cat-eye Silverado trucks. They all have these. You either have the little split bench, flip-up console seat, or you had the full console. Mine, of course, has the boring old flip-up seat slash console thing. And so I bought an actual center console for it, and without realizing I needed the other dash pieces that came with it. So I finally got them. I found a guy on Facebook Marketplace and he had some, and so I drove like 45 minutes away, traded him my factory dash pieces that I had for these other ones that are made for the console. So I have them right over here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean them up and everything and spray them the correct color. I got some spray earlier, some paint from the auto body store, and we're gonna paint these dash panel pieces the same color as the rest of the dash, and then we'll put this new console in and everything. I just want to take you guys along the way, so stay tuned. So it's actually kind of weird, but so like I said, I had to swap all my other dash panels for these other ones, so I didn't actually like pay anything out of pocket for them. So that was a win there, but at the same time, now I have nothing down here. Like, it's just blank. And it's a good thing I have a company truck for work, so I don't have to worry about driving this every day with nothing right here, no glove box or anything. It was a very interesting drive to the guy to meet him to trade the pieces, since I already had the pieces off. So I'm just ready to get this stuff back on. So what I have right here is the Duplicolor vinyl and fabric. It's made for dashboards and dash door panels, seats, and carpet. And supposedly this is supposed to be the one that matches with this dark charcoal gray color dash on these trucks. And so like I said, we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna have the full console here. And besides, I've been wanting to get rid of this anyway because of that. It's the way I had to open it right there. So we are doing away with that, and we're gonna have the full console in here soon. So let's get to it. All right, so here are the pieces I went and got. As you can see, this is the bottom one that goes right under the steering wheel, and then there's the one that goes on the passenger side with the glove box on it. Now, as you see here, it's all one piece, and it comes and raises right there. It's made for the console. Mine actually went from, it was all one piece. It went from right here and it went all the way to the middle, as you're seeing right here. It went all the way to here on this side, all the way. It was all one piece. So I needed to get rid of that if I wanted to do the full console. And so luckily I was able to find a guy who had this one right here. So of course it's not the same color. This one is actually the same color, so that's a good thing. I don't have to spray that one. I just cleaned that one up. This one I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up, and then we're gonna spray it the same color and go ahead and install it in here, since we don't have to wait on the console to install that. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just try this out on the bed of my truck. I'm just gonna do this back piece right quick, a whole little back layer piece, and then of course there's gonna be the front of this. I got 8 steel, and then I'll have to tape it up and get these edges real good. But I want to make sure everything looks good before I put it all in, because I want this thing to look factory and look mint condition. So here we are. Oh yeah, look how nice and minty she's looking now, boys. Oh yes. Oh yes, sir. Make sure I get everything real good. Make sure there's none of that tan color showing anymore. We'll have our charcoal gray interior. looking nice and spicy. Oh yeah, look at her. I may throw a little dash of clear coat on it just to make it look all factory completely, because this is a, you know, it's a matte kind of color, and the interior's got a little bit of a gloss to it. But I may just leave it like this. I don't know. We'll see how this turns out once it dries completely. And yeah. All right, so I got that other piece, the glove box compartment, all painted up and everything. It's not exactly the same exact color, but it's pretty dang close, and I think I'm just gonna keep it like that. If I don't like it later on, then I'll look into trying to change it as much as possible. So what we're doing right now is we're going to set the parking brake, pull this down. Any of you guys who own these trucks know how to pull this off, of course, especially if you've done any kind of work behind this little panel. Super easy panel to pull off, one of the quickest panels you can pull off this thing. And so now I'm just trying to get it out. There it is. Turn that off, because that always happens every time. All right, put this back there. And turn it off. All right, so have our little plug right here, which I have the harness. I kept that for it just in case I needed that. Let's give y'all the update on this piece. So if you guys are going to swap to the center console, you also need this plastic piece right here. I was lucky enough to get my hands on one also. So whenever you take your other stuff off, keep all of your bolts, because you're going to use the same exact bolts all over again. So this is going to slide up in here just like that. You have 2 bolts go down there, boom, boom. And then once you're on the inside of your console, before you put that full plastic piece on the inside of it, you're gonna run 2 bolts right there, and that's gonna hold there. And you'll have this, which you can, I don't know, I need to go look at my console and see. I may already have that plug on there, the male side of that plug. So we'll see. And if I don't, like I said, I did keep my factory one. It's behind my truck. It's on the bed. Anyway, I did keep my factory one from the other one for the cigarette lighter and the 12-volt outlet. But anyway, that's going to be there. We're going to have that mount up right there. After that, put all the bolts in, put all the bolts in this, and then we'll put this other bottom piece on. I just cleaned it up, so depending on how it looks now, I may go ahead and paint it over again. It's the same color already. I may just go ahead and repaint it again just to make sure it looks really good and clean and brand new. So yeah, and we're back. All right, so as you see, we went ahead and put this panel on, and I went ahead and pre-drilled the holes and mounted the bracket for my trailer brake, because I do tow, so I use my trailer brake, of course, so I wasn't going to go away with that. And I had this mounted in. It's secure, it's going in here. All that rattling will go away once I put in everything else, and everything else is tight and secure. But for now, yeah, this side is all good, ready to go, and I just got to put that top piece back on here. And like I said, it's not exactly the same color. It's a little off, but for now it'll do. If I don't like it later on, then I'll change it. But for right now, it'll do the trick. I'm not too worried about it. So now we're gonna go ahead and put on the glove compartment and then tighten all the bolts up on there. And then after that, we'll be ready to put in a new console and take these out. So for this, you actually have to take these seats out because there's literally sandwiched in between there on here. So they use the same bolts as these on this side of the seat. So pull the seats out, and then we'll be able to pull this out the way, drop the new console in, and do the same thing over again. Put the seats back in, tighten the bolts back up, and zip everything up there, plug everything in, and it'll be a whole different interior. So yeah, guys. All right, now we have this in place. Grab a few more of these bolts, just get them started up in here. So we're gonna use that piece right there. And is there another one I can go ahead and start? Yeah, right over here. And also, not sponsored by Snap-on, but you know, maybe you guys should, you know, hook a boy up, you know. Also, all my tool guys out there, the new 14 volt snap-on brushless 3/8 drive impact is amazing. I love it. I just traded in my other one for it, my non-brushless version of the 14 volt impact, and I love this one 10 times more. It's so much different, a lot more power to it, and still you still have that same rocker trigger, which is amazing. Let's put the rest of these bolts in though. I'll go ahead and drop this down. And there she is. She's all in there. I got all the bolts in. Let's hop up in here right quick, make sure everything works right. Look at the inside of there. Ooh, nice and clean. Beautiful. And then I have, of course, 2 bolts left, which will go for these right here whenever we put the console in. Of course, still the plug here. So there it is. Let me go ahead and mount this trailer brake up, and I think that'll be it for this video. In the next video, we'll be putting the actual console in. And all right guys, so I think that's gonna be it for this one. We actually we got the glove compartment on, we got the other dash panel on over there, and we also had the little mounting piece that goes behind there also. So everything's mounted up except for the console itself, and I'm gonna do a part 2, and we'll take out the seats, and we'll take out the old factory flip down console thing, and we'll put the full console in and put the seats back in it, and that'll be on part 2. Like I said guys, this little conversion right here, this little swap is super easy. That's why I'm doing it, and that's why I'm showing you guys how to do it. So if I didn't show you guys how to do something, just drop it down in the comment and ask me. You know, I pulled this whole thing apart before I even videoed it, so if you guys have any questions about any of that, then drop a comment and I'll answer you as quick as possible. But other than that, I think it's gonna be it for this video. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Peace.